What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. The 27th of April. We're taking a look here at the Arcblock chart, ticker symbol ABT USDT. So this will be the tether pair. Gate.io will be the data provider here on tradingview.com. Welcome, guys. Appreciate all the support and all of the subscribers. Arcblock had a very nice day yesterday. Although we did not close as strong as I would have liked to see, we will jump into that in further detail here in just a moment. Over on the right-hand side of the screen, guys, we have a lot of red as of this Saturday morning. We'll have to wait around and see how it closes for the day. We have Arcblock down currently 3.37%. We'll jump into Bitcoin at the end of this video. Bitcoin down 805 this morning. Let's tidy up that watch list. So a couple things we want to talk about here on the chart. If you're new, welcome. If you've been around a while, appreciate all of the support and viewership. So we have yesterday, Arcblock ended up closing the day up 7.61%. It was up way more than that. So at one point I saw 18% in the green, and we closed 7.61%. We have a level that we closed at that is actually fighting the markets once again this morning. $2.31, 231.200. That's this purple line on the chart. You could see it had some pull on the market back in the 21st, 2nd, and 3rd of April. And then once again, we closed right at it on the 26th, which was Friday yesterday. And then today it's acting as, once again, resistance. So pay attention to this 231 level. We tried to break out past it yesterday and didn't quite get there. We did close at a 231.632, and my level is 231.200. So we closed right there, but we're getting a little bit of a pushback this morning. Not surprised to see that after the big candle wick put on yesterday's trading day. Let's talk about a level below the market. We have support at the 211.050 area. That support came in on the 4th, 5th of April. That's the 24th and 25th of April. So here it is. This is a pretty good example. We have a move lower here. So this is a higher low. We have a lower high. So warning signs should be going off that, hey, this market could potentially be putting in another lower low and could be a nasty bearish move. But what took place was we pulled right back to a level we have here on the chart, ended up being a higher low, and then we saw a vicious rally to the upside. Like I said, I saw the markets up 18% at one point. I talk about this a lot. When markets are in stages of transition, so that could be to the upside, that could be to the downside. At least I want to keep an eye out for when markets are at an area that they could be printing either a higher low or a lower high. Because the move that follows that, like we saw yesterday, so we had a very tight trading range. We closed down 0.15% on the 25th, and then we had a massive rally. We closed up 7.6. Markets were up, double-digit percents. You want to keep an eye on that, because if you can get on board or start to take a position, you can do well and get positioned well. Anyways, which just decreases the likelihood of you being whipsawed out of a position if you get positioned correctly. So we have the higher high that took place, higher high. So this is quite bullish. The problem I see right now, and it's not a huge problem, but it could develop quite quickly here. Let's clean up this chart. Is we didn't close very strong. So we had a weak close yesterday. We closed much, much lower. A lot of resistance up here in the market from 253, 245, and 243 are the three levels I have here. See, made it all the way up just above 253, and then that was the high tick. So between not closing very strong and then starting to get a little pushback once again today, we quickly want to recover from this for this to hold. Otherwise, the markets are more likely to go lower than they are higher. But sometimes you'll see that. You'll see a market that tries to break out, gets a little bit of resistance on day one or day two, and then day three is when you start to get that original move take place once again and get quite bullish. So we'll see what happens. Right now, we got to get back above $2.31 right here, this purple line on the chart, guys. 231. We have a couple levels from the last Arcblock video. Those are some new targets. The $1.94 below the market. So if the trend starts to break down, 194 is an area to look for support. You can see support came in close to that area on the 17th. And we have one down there at 177, much, much lower. We have a couple above the market. So this will take us above the rally from the cup with handle, 307 as well as 351 if these markets rally. So the sooner we can recover from yesterday's breakout, the better. If we start to really fade again and maybe start to test that 211 again, it's probably going to be a failed breakout. And we actually might put in a lower low. So we don't want to see this low undercut. This low right here on the 25th, that pricing is 211 right there, 211. We don't want to see that undercut. We want to see that hold, and we want to see these markets recover from here and start to actually continue their breakout, I should say. So that is that. This is a little cup with handle we were talking about in previous videos. Nice rounding bottom here into a handle. Got a big breakout. Resistance came in. The highest levels I believe I had at the time were 289.54, and that's where these three candles here found their resistance. Markets rolled over. Markets found support at the old resistance level, so old ceiling of resistance turned into a floor of support, and then we actually started to move higher, higher low. We got the higher high. We didn't close very strong, and that's where it puts us in today's video. Something else of interest here is you can throw the fibs on the highs from the 10th of April. The lows, we'll use a low of the 17th of April. And you can see the 618 fib matches up real close to our 253 price level on the chart. And you can see that's where yesterday's candle found resistance. The 326, I believe, is right here, right at our 231. And that's where the markets are currently finding some resistance as well. So you could use the fibs on your charts. Just take a major swing high and a swing low and connect those using the Fibonacci levels. So a couple takeaways, guys, is I would be watching 231. The sooner we get back above that, the better. And then if the markets tumble, well, we don't want to undercut 211. That wouldn't really be good. That would take away from this higher low, would actually put in a lower low and be quite bearish and probably take us back down to that 194.3 level down in here where the higher low came in. So above the markets, what do we have above the markets? We still have that $8 to $10 range on the chart. We need to obviously be in the right market condition for that to take place. That's way up here, guys. 8 to 10. The right market condition is very achievable, but takes time. Doesn't happen in a day. Not all the time, anyways. Let's head over to the Bitcoin chart. BTC USD. Bitcoin pulling back today, finding support. So far, today is it's still a higher low. I mean, we took out the lows from the 25th, but we have nice support down here at 6205. Looks like we're finding a little bit of support just above our 62,206 3/4. Let's see, where this thing stops. Hopefully it stops close to where that level is. Since it's a support level, we would look for support there, and then we start to get some more follow through to the upside, putting in a higher high, taking out the highs here, continuing, maybe back to the upside. We're in a close position here too. We have a lower low. This is a lower high. If we don't stop somewhere in here, let's call it 62,206 3/4, which is the level that we would look at. We could definitely be testing the lows, and then things get real dicey. We don't want to undercut those and put in a lower low. They could take us back down to the mid 50,000s. So let's hope that we find support here and start to do the opposite of that and rally. Guys, thanks for watching. If you are not yet subscribed, go ahead and do so. 82 or 84%. The viewers are not yet subscribed. So go ahead and do that. Hit that thumbs up. Appreciate it. All links down below does help support the channel. Have a great Saturday. This is not financial advice. You guys take care.